Hello everyone and welcome to Movie Review UK. My name's MJ and today we are reviewing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, I was watching the opening scene and for a couple of minutes I was like, I'm finally watching it, it's finally happening. You know, I'm such a huge Marvel fan, such a huge fan of the Marvel movies, the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, and it's when you build something up so much, you have a danger of not enjoying it as much as you could or should. The first Guardians of the Galaxy is actually one of my favourite films of all time, let alone one of my favourite movies in the MCU. And so in this first few minutes I was like, is this movie going to be a letdown? I'm delighted to say that I was not let down by it. I thought it was incredible. I'm actually wearing a Guardians jumper right now because we've actually booked to go and see it again. We're seeing it again in a couple of hours, and I saw it at the midnight showing on Thursday night, and so I should say as well, I was not tired at all. I have seen a few later showing films recently and I did get quite tired, quite weary. In this, no weariness whatsoever. Call it the excitement I had for the film, call it the amount that I was enjoying it, who knows what the reason is, but I was very alert for the whole thing, which is obviously great news. The film is fantastic. I really liked the balance of characters in this, with quite a large cast of characters anyway. Not only have you got the 5 core Guardians themselves, but you've got the extended cast such as Nebula and Yondu, who do return. With all those characters, they all need a bit of screen time, and of course they all need development, they all need plots, or they need to have their say in the story, and so it can be difficult to balance that. But not only have you got them, you've also got brand new characters in this film as well, such as Kurt Russell, who plays, well, I won't spoil it, in case you've been avoiding the trailer as well. That probably pretty much has spoiled it. Who knows? Anyway, so that, and is her name Clem Plentyloff? Sorry, should have researched. Who plays Mantis. So you've got these new characters coming into it, and they have to have adequate development as well, and you need to introduce them. And I think the balance in that regard is fantastic, and the way they introduce them is really good, and they're all really solid characters. And by the end of the film, we have got a different lineup of Guardians of the Galaxy. That is, you know, fair to say, not a spoiler. And I think some of the different members are really cool. And also the places where a lot of the characters end up in the movie is really great to see. And it's just overall a really great dynamic shift and movement for the Guardians of the Galaxy. The visuals are absolutely stunning. It is a very colourful, bold, bright and vivid world that James Gunn has continued to create in this ongoing chapter. And it's just awesome. It's incredibly funny. There's a lot of humour. Massive laugh out loud moments, and of course I'm sure if you've seen the trailer you'll see Baby Groot, who is absolutely adorable, really funny and cute and just really awesome. The soundtrack is very good, but I would say not as good as the first, and there are maybe a handful of things that I thought were not as good as the first, so that being one of them. One of the things that I loved about the first one was kind of the atmosphere that it builds in places as well. The second one definitely has that, but I don't think there are any real scenes that are quite as dark or moody as some of the scenes in the first one, where we had things like the opening scene with the rainy planet, I can't remember its name, and also in, was it the Dark Aster? The Ronan's ship itself. It looks very dark and atmospheric. Like I say, you don't have that to such a great extent in the second one. Not to say that it doesn't reach some very dark places tonally and through story elements, because there is some really horrible stuff in here, and those are some of the key moments in the film that provide a lot of emotional outbursts, not only from characters but also from yourself, the viewer. The action is superb, and it's weaved in very well at times with humour. And just overall it looks amazing, and there's decent battles of lots of different types as well. Obviously this is a sci-fi superhero film, so you have got hand-to-hand, you have got spaceship battles, and all of that thing is really cool. You've also got some really great environments in here as well, and some very imaginative looking things. There are 5 post-credit scenes, so do stay to the very end. They're all of kind of varying quality, from the kind of throwaway just humour scenes, which are, you know, great stuff, don't mean to say throwaway to be disrespectful to it, but you do also have 1 or 2 scenes that add a little bit more to the overall story. And some very nice Easter eggs for fans of the comics as well. As such, there are a lot of those actually. I've read some really stupid reviews for this film as well. One review that I read had like a list of I think 3 pros and 3 cons. And one of the cons was basically that you wouldn't get as much out of it if you hadn't seen the first. No fucking shit, Sherlock. It's a sequel. It's the 2nd film in the Guardian series, and it's about, what, the 13th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Get a grip. Anyway, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Definitely my favourite film of the year. And it's very, very, very hard to say if it's as good as the first. It's... I don't know if it's slightly worse, I don't know if it's the same, I don't know if it's slightly better. My mind can't decide it yet. I think I need to watch it certainly at least once more, hence going in a minute. But I'd definitely give it a 10 out of 10. Thank you very much for watching Movie Review UK, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this review, and do let me know what you thought of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 in the comments below, and subscribe for more videos. Cheers.